guys, you are welcome back to this channel. Thank you very much for subscribing. Please do not forget to hit the like button and also subscribe if you have not. Thank you very much once again. God bless you all. Still on the issue of power tussle in Nigeria, which region is going to succeed President Muhammadu Buhari come 2023? The Southeasterners want to be president. The Southwest said they want to be president, while the North said the power is not leaving the northern Nigeria. The news reaching our decks right now. Lamido, Sanusi have said that power will not leave the North in the next 3 decades. Let's hear what he's trying to say. Bola Tinubu made political miscalculation in 2015 to support Buhari. As it concerned the 2023 presidency, it should be clear to everyone with a functioning brain that President Muhammadu Buhari's North has no intention of relinquishing power to the Southwest or any zone to that matter, what many may not have realized, however, is that for the next 3 decades, at least, if ever, and should Nigeria remain one, power will not leave the North. But in projecting, one must always leave space for the law of unintended consequences. The godfather of Lagos politics, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, in 2015 led the Southwest into an alliance with the North to bet the All Progressive Congress (APC). His decision evidently was informed by the expectation that the 2 geopolitical regions will share power, invariably to the exclusion of the Eastern Bloc, and ultimately that he or the Southwest will take power by the time the North completes 2 terms in 2023, but it has proved to be miscalculation. Certainly, power play is about conspiracies and alliance. Tinubu is well within his right to do what he thought would best advance his political interests and that of his region. However, in backing President Muhammadu Buhari, he cut his nose to spite his face. It may not have seemed obvious to many, but once Buhari took power in 2015, Tinubu's political career was in jeopardy. To negotiate the presidency without bruises, the best Tinubu could have done was to retire from active politics and assume the role of an elder statesman. He did not. He stayed on, wanting to be president and pushing hard to remain at the center of political discourse. But power is jealous, and if there is any holder of the highest office in the land who would tolerate a co-president, is not Buhari. Things are beginning to unravel very fast. Without Tinubu, and by extension, the Southwest, Buhari would not have been president today. This is one fact that presidents men who now dominate the political space and broke no opposition will hate to admit, but it remains true regardless. But being essentially Buhari's kingmaker, it was political naivety to decide to hang around in the expectation that he would share power. Machiavellian advice is that the prince must first destroy the one who made him king. He reasoned because he could decide tomorrow to make another king. Of course, it should have been obvious that in helping to make Buhari president, Tinubu was jeopardizing his political career and plugging the Southwest and by extension the southern Nigeria into political slavery, whose only parallel in the country's political history is the late Emeka Ojukwu leading the Igbo to war in 1967. With respect to the Biafra War, Blaming Ojukwu for embarking on it could earn one SI in the Igbo country. But if truth be told, the war was avoidable and could have been avoided if Ojukwu had not been too stiff to listen to the likes of Zik and other intellectuals who understood better. International politics and diplomacy. This is not to say, nevertheless, that Ojukwu was not sufficiently provoked by the killings of the Igbo in the north in the aftermath of the July 1966 revenge coup that threw up Yakubu Gowon as head of the state, and indeed the actions or lack of it of the Gowon-led federal side, regardless, it was still in his hands to accept to fight or toe the path of diplomacy, which, given the circumstances, was the best option and the only way to win international support for his succession quest. In the event, he went to war and only succeeded in sacrificing more Igbo lives and weakening the Igbo politically. The consequences of that weakening is that it provided fertile ground for emergence of northern power. The imbalance so created is largely responsible for the crisis of Nigeria's national identity. One mistake many Nigerians, particularly in the south, make is the assumption that the country is already formed and settled as a secular state. It's not the case. There is the even present quest to define the country rights, of course, from the 1804 jihad. Colonial rule put a stop to it. Then, in the past war years, the Middle Belt soldiers who dominated the army acted as a wedge. Tinubu's alliance with Buhari has served to reignite that quest. Buhari is now apparently apt to define the country. The Jagaban's political miscalculation could yet prove too costly. The old generals who, I reckon, understand this are already raising the alarm. But of course, the horde of naive, ignorant, online coward of crumb eaters are now online. As it concerns the 2023 presidency, it should be clear to anyone with functioning brain that President Muhammadu Buhari's North has no intention of relinquishing power to the Southwest or any zone for that matter. What many may not have realized, however, is that for the next 3 decades at least, if ever and should Nigeria remain one, power will not leave the North. But in projecting, one must always leave space for the law of unintended consequences, the God of Fatal. I believe by now Tinubu should be regretting his action. Yes, he should be regretting, because it's very clear that he's not going to be the president of Nigeria with the way things are playing out right now. They will still deny him that. I'm dropping it here, guys. Kindly share your thoughts. Thank you very much. Bye for now.